the outfits.
What else?
Hi guys.
Penguins are big at the minute.
Hey, Nikita.
Hello.
Nikita.
Hi, Nikita.
We have Russia 2018 Soccer World Cup.
Oh, that is very retro. Oh, don't bring that one near me. I'll probably try and steal that one off you, Alex.
Of course.
Like that.
I have the Young Presidents Organization, YPO, very serious. So I will probably stay with the Bitcoin one.
So what are we expecting?
Well, that's good timing for you to ask, Nikita. We're now live on YouTube, guys. So obviously, I would say no swearing, but that'd be ridiculous for this show.
No chance. No
Yeah,
chance.
it's very, very blue for those of you just joining us. So
I can try to be more stylish, something like that.
Here we're bringing out all the fashion trends tonight, aren't we? There we go. Awesome. Right, so you've kind of cue-balled me very nicely into the introduction there, Nikita. Good evening and welcome to NeverMind the Shitcoins, an all-new topical panel show where we dive into the weird news from the world of cryptocurrency. Okay, so Alex, I think you're the only one on mute, but if you keep your mics on while we're doing these bits, that way we like to catch your giggles if I can make you laugh. If not, then fuck you. Right, so where we dive into the all weird news from the world of cryptocurrency. Like, for example, have you heard? The Dogecoin Foundation has been re-established. Yes, after 6 years, which is around about 42 years in dog years, of course, a statement was released and the board members of the Dogecoin Foundation have been announced. So famous names on this list include founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, legal and financial advisor to Elon Musk, Jared Birchall, and infamous crime-solving Great Dane, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Hey. No, Scooby-Doo, did that make it a... or is that a very English one? Scooby-Dooby-Doo?
Oh,
No?
of course, everybody knows it. Yeah.
Ah, there we go. It was just a terrible joke. Is that what you're politely saying, Alex? Right, well, we'll try this next one. So, in other news, the first drafts of the El Salvador Bitcoin banking regulations have been released. Controversially, they state that all Bitcoin held by banks and companies must be fully backed, as opposed to, the fractional reserve system. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the fractional reserve system, imagine you give me a cookie to look after. And then as soon as your back's turned, I eat the cookie and then lend the cookie to 10 of my friends with the promise of them having their own cookie in 5 to 10 years. That's the fractional reserve system for you.
That's the best explanation I ever heard.
Thank you. But Ben, do you want to kind of a serious spin on that one? So when
go for it, man.
When they announced that Bitcoin is a
sorry, guys, we're getting a bit of echo from one of you.
Somebody has a big background noise. So when they announced that Bitcoin is an official currency of Salvador, they decided that they have to put $150 million worth of Bitcoins in whatever is the reserve, let's put it. And of course, they didn't want to buy it, didn't spend money. So how do you think they solved this issue? How they got $150 million worth of Bitcoin? Just guess,
Was it the Poly DeFi hack?
No, that's a good one. That happened later. The kid is the president of Salvador, forgot his name, officially ordered his geothermal company to use the power of volcanoes to mine coins almost for free.
Mining Bitcoin with... that's very cool.
And they did.
But Alex, actually, you can use all the energy in the world, but if you don't have the hardware to mine it, you will not mine anything. I mean, you cannot turn energy into Bitcoins. I mean, even if you wanted to.
Kind of makes me wish I had a volcano in my backyard, to be honest. Free energy. Worth the risk, maybe? You never know. All
Then
right.
they probably read your article not to buy cryptocurrency.
Yes. Don't buy crypto, earn it using the very dangerous Smoky Mountain in your back garden.
Of course, there is
That's
a
very
smart-
cool, though.
Of course, there is a smart way to actually get it. You can buy, the Don Crystal coins from Freedom and then exchange it into Bitcoin. That's
Oh.
but that's actually very expensive.
You,
That's an
you won't want
alternative.
to. You won't want if you earn crystals. You won't want to get rid of them.
Exactly,
good-
exactly.
good
Who
one. I was
wants to
actually
sell
checking-
such a
I
promising
was
coin?
actually thinking if somebody would say that.
Get it in nice and early. No, awesome. All right, so I'm going to let you guys choose your own teams tonight, just because. Well, who do you want to play with? Nikita, you're the new guy. You haven't played the game before. Who do you want
No.
on your team?
I don't know actually what the game is about, so I don't care. So somebody,
Dude, Nikita, that's
Somebody-
no
some-
idea.
somebody good looking. I'll say.
Oh, well.
Well, it's got to be
Is that
Nina,
me?
of course.
That
Yeah.
is-
All right, Nina, are you going to show Nikita the ropes tonight? You're going to be
Yeah,
the
sure.
leader of the team for him. Yeah. All right, it's very simple. I explain all the games as we go along, Nikita. In Britain, panel quiz shows are very popular. I
All right.
fucking love them. So, yeah, just trying to bring that with a bit of like an old radio show kind of vibe to things. So we're just
Cool.
recording now. So it's a bit of fluff. We have a couple of drinks, mess about. And then tomorrow I sit at my computer with matchsticks on my eyes and a hangover and edit it for about 10 hours straight into something which people can actually listen to. So, it's a lot of fun, Right, so then, on Team Digital Real Estate Agents, we've got Nina Pescoa and Nikita I. Sorry, I haven't got your second name in front of me, Nikita.
That's great.
Yeah, you'll
I.
just be Nikita I for now.
Fine.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like my new name.
Yeah,
Nikita I.
cool, man.
Like
And
Johnny Ive, and Nikita I.
Nikita, Johnny, yes, love it. And on Team Metaverse Vagabonds, we've got Noam Y and Alexander Filatov. Hey! Yeah, so welcome to the teams. Thank you very much for being here tonight, guys. I know, obviously, loads going on all over the place.
You're preparing, Ben. Do you know that Metaverse currently, I was looking today at the NFT statistics, is currently the largest NFT segment. So bigger than sports. Yeah, I can send you the chart. It's quite amazing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Noam, we are on the right team, on the winning team.
The metaverse for the win. No, I mean, I've been messing around with a VR headset thing. I won't give the brand a lot lately since my birthday, and yeah, the potential for VR and metaverses and NFT avatars. I mean, it's very kind of a couple of years down the line, I think, personally, but it's huge, huge. Right, so our first round then, guys, is called Not the News, round one. So, have you been paying attention to this week's crypto noise? No. Crypto noise.
Yeah.
There is a lot of noise out there, to be fair. But have you been paying attention to the crypto news? We're about to find out, okay? So this game is very, very simple. I've got a couple of headlines from the week's cryptocurrency news, the past 7 days. You know what it is? It's because I'm way too sober. This is only my first drink. I can't perform sober, like Doug Stanhope. So, I've got a couple of headlines from the past 7 days, but to be a bit sneaky, I've taken a couple of keywords out of the headline. To get the point, all you guys need to do is tell me what the missing words from the headline are, and preferably, if you could tell me what the hell the story's about, that'd be very nice of you. Okay? Make sense? Yeah?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Awesome, yeah. Right, so, headline number 1. Poly network hacker threatens to delay what?
Wait,
And it's
again,
3
again,
words.
just again.
Oh, sorry, am I coming through too quiet?
Noam, I know the answer.
What?
Return of the hacked money.
Oh, he's got it very, very quickly there. Yes, correct. The Poly network hacker threatens to delay return of funds. So this is the tale of the largest ever DeFi hack in history, and it continues to get fucking weirder by the day. And not only is he threatening to delay the return of the funds, the Polychain team, either today or yesterday, have actually paid the guy $500,000 in bounty, just for, I don't know why. It's a bit like if I steal 600 million cookies from you, and you offer to give me a glass of milk to dip them in. Crypto's fucking weird sometimes, guys. I think that's all I can really say about that. There's kind of a rule of thumb that to write jokes, the situation, you have to be able to escalate it to a point where it's weirder than it really is, but nothing seems to be weirder than what's really going on there at the minute. Have you guys been following the story?
Kind of weird. No, I haven't.
No, actually, I came from the second part of the story.
The whole thing.
Sorry, Noam, speak up a bit, buddy.
I just said that it's one of the most weirdest stories I heard. Nothing there makes sense. I mean, what?
Well, I mean,
why did they pay him? Did they pay him so that he would return the money back? What sense does that make? Did they pay him because he's a white hat hacker who recorded? No, he exploited it.
Exactly. They've paid him the bounty for, kind of revealing the exploit or whatever it is in their code already. But
I think he knows the answer.
Did he reveal anything, or did they just notice it themselves?
Sorry? Did they just notice it themselves?
Did he actually tell them what the exploit was, or did they just look at the blockchain and saw what he did?
They revealed the exploit in full. There was actually like a sort of weird Q&A session through Ethereum transactions. The latest quote I've got here is, and this is the hacker to the Polychain team via an Ethereum transaction. Your essays are very convincing whilst your actions are showing your distrust. What a funny game. So, God knows, but they paid them a reward for returning the funds before they've returned the funds. So, go figure, guys, go figure.
Did they?
Okay.
Yeah, $500,000 they've paid, apparently.
When Nikita shoot, I think he knows the answer.
Oh, well, that kind of was the answer. Sorry, I was just babbling on about the answer. But, yeah. But yeah, question 2 then on that note.
All right.
Ready? Question 2. Here we go. So, Microsoft wants to use the Ethereum blockchain to fight what? Just one word, this one.
Climate change.
Ooh. Nope. Oh, I've got my sound effect board up here.
Climate change is true, or Dallas.
Can you repeat the question?
True.
Yeah, of course I can. So the headline was, Microsoft wants to use Ethereum blockchain to fight what?
That doesn't sound like their style.
It is a little bit obscure.
Piracy.
Piracy. Oh, have I just shouted out the answer, or is that what you said, Nina? Just say it's what you said.
Really?
Yeah.
Piracy.
You look surprised.
I just guessed that.
Piracy or privacy?
Piracy.
Piracy.
There we go. Are we getting the sound effects through this week?
To fight privacy.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so the headline was Microsoft wants to use Ethereum blockchain to fight piracy. So despite already implanting half the planet with tracking devices, everyone's favourite depopulationist, Bill Gates, is now planning to tackle piracy with Ethereum. Now, call me a skeptic, but it's a little bit like hiring a guard tortoise to stop people stealing your cookies. The movie will be out on DVD by the time your transaction goes through, won't it?
But do they mean like digital piracy, or like real life piracy?
I hadn't thought about the option number 2 there, Nikita. I just read the headline and worked on my joke.
No, piracy is actually a thing still.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that in news like maybe like a couple of years, some years ago, near the south of the Suez Canal,
Yeah,
near Africa, it was actually a problem because there were real guys that attacked, the ships and stole some shit and all that kind of stuff. So so it's a thing, right? Piracy, even in the
yeah.
21st century.
Yeah, I'm sure I read somewhere there are more pirates alive or like pirating nowadays than there ever were before, like at any point throughout history. So, at least I've got a future career if this doesn't work out. Hey. No?
I guess the best
Right,
way
so-
to fight piracy is
Oh, no, you're going to have to speak into the mic a little bit more, or was that a face you were pulling on purpose? There we go. What were you saying, buddy?
Yeah, I think the best way to fight piracy is by creating something just as convenient and very cheap. But how would they do something cheap with Ethereum? Anything cheap?
It really genuinely beats me. I can't see any viable. I'm sure they have very
But
smart
it's
people
Bill
working at
Gates.
Microsoft.
Yeah, so probably has I don't know. We'll see.
He has ways and means.
Yeah, yes, ways and means. Came up with Windows.
I'm always surprised that no one's just gone down the very simple route of. Do you remember a thing called Rickrolling? Where you'd have a bunch of kind of YouTube links which looked like they were like interesting or they were something controversial, and then it would just pop up with an old Rick Astley song. It'd be like, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you. If I was trying to fight piracy, all I would do is just flood the internet with Rick Astley. Put out like the latest Suicide Squad movie, and then it's just really 90 minutes of Rick Astley.
Actually, there is a startup that one of the ways they fight piracy is by flooding the torrent with damaged files, with damaged copies. Like when you want to seed and download, they send you tons of damaged files from multiple tiers, and then you just give up because you just can't download like that.
I remember when Pirate Bay, they were mining Monero, weren't they, through users and kind of users who were accessing the site to stream. They were kind of using their excess resources to mine Monero in the background. And there was obviously in Britain where we've got a lot of GDPR bullshit. I mean, honestly, like you have to throw away a piece of paper if you write down someone's phone number, otherwise you get drawn for treason or something like that at the minute, I think. But yeah, what was I saying there? Sorry. Pirate Bay,
But
mining Monero.
here we do
It's a good idea.
we do thrive in piracy. Like we don't buy movies. You pirate movies, we pirate software, we pirate everything.
I mean, South Park, they've got the right attitude, I think. If you can't beat them, join them. So they just put out all their content on their website the day after it's aired on TV, and they stick their own advertising on it. And so why let the pirates have it, when you can just give it away and profit yourself?
I've got another idea, actually, how you can fight piracy with Ethereum. You can stop spending money. You took money that you would have spent on R&D on new Windows software and just buy Ethereum on it.
That's a long shot, Nikita.
Yeah. I think it will be much more profitable.
Well, what you could do, you could fight the real pirates with Ethereum. See, I know a guy a while back who was on about, it wouldn't work with Ethereum now, I suppose, because it's moving to proof of stake. But he was working on a way for cars to mine whilst they were driving, so for long drives and that kind of thing. If you implemented some system like that onto pirate boats, surely they could just sail around all day without having to rob anyone. They can power Bitcoin for us. Big solar panels on the sails, all that manpower sweating away. Beautiful.
Or the ASICs are on the ship, on the bottom of the ship where the water, so you don't have to cool them.
Yeah, exactly. If any pirates out there are listening, You're welcome. You're welcome. Right. So third and final one for our first round here. And I quite like this headline. As I always say, I save the best for last.
If they sail fast enough, they would always have fun, which is you just have to sail fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sounds a lot of fun. Definitely. No one wants to go on a slow boat. Right, headline number 3 then. So, Facebook plays the underdog as something, which is 3 words again, is ready to go. So one more time, Facebook plays the underdog. Sorry, Naram?
My first guess is something about App Store. They always play the underdog against App Store.
My take would be metaverse or digital wallet, one of those two.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've got the points for digital wallet there. That's 2 of the 3 words, Alex. But I'll let someone steal the point off you if you can tell me what the name for their digital wallet is. So they've rebranded from the whole dead Libra fish thing they had going on. No Googling. I want to see those hands.
Everybody hands up. Yeah, I was reading about it today. It sounds like it's a 4 letters.
Yeah.
4 letters. So that's half a point, by the way.
Sounds like a terrible old Vauxhall car.
That's half a point.
Yeah.
4 letters. Is it Umi or...
No, it was Novi, apparently.
Novi.
Novi. Yeah. So points to Alex. There we go. Quick off the mark this week, you buddy.
Does it mean anything? That Novi thing? I mean, what does the name mean?
First thing that came to my head was a Vauxhall Nova, which was like a very old car we had in the 90s a lot in Britain. They're tiny little cardboard boxes with wheels, basically. But I really wanted one when I was 17.
It actually sounded rather Russian.
Serbian to be precise. Novi is the new in Serbian.
That might be what it is then. Again, new in Serbian. So, yeah. Again, Facebook trying to come across fresh. But yeah, the headline was, Facebook plays the underdog as Novi digital wallet is ready to go. So, indeed, the world's largest social media site is feeling picked on by the red tape they're facing in launching their own cryptocurrency project. In a statement, which I assume could have only come from Mark Zuckerberg himself, it says...
Did you just call him Zuckerbot?
Yes, Mark Zuckerberg. Again, this is one for the South Park fans, but Mark Zuckerberg said, "Aha, your style is not good. We just want a fair shot at total world domination. Aha, I mean, banking the unbanked. Ah, yes."
Were there all those ahas?
It's being an American company.
Say what? Go on, Noam.
They should just cease being an American company. What's with them?
The whole problem with it is, I mean, basically, if they airdropped, what would it be, like 5 or 10 of their Facebooks or whatever they're going to call them at the end of the day to each Facebook user, technically they've started, what is it?
Alex, it's not fair. You have 3 people on your team.
Oh, Alex.
Sorry.
Well,
I have 5 dogs.
You're right, Nikita.
What's...
She was just barking. It's a Chihuahua.
What's her name? Her name, I assume?
Zena.
Welcome to the show, Zena. There we go. If we can't get viewers with cute dogs like that. Yeah.
She was just barking. I had to take her.
No.
She looks so pretty.
We were looking after a staffy for a friend for 2 weeks, and an old dog, and I live in a first floor place, so it wasn't really fair, but it was only 2 weeks, and I promised myself I wouldn't get emotionally attached, and
We want a dog.
yeah. Dogs. Oh. Noam's got someone in the background. Right.
Yeah,
I think that was that. Yeah. So Facebook feeling picked on as they tried to take over the world with cryptocurrency. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was the fact I was after saying. If they did an airdrop of, I think it was as little as $5 or $10 to every Facebook account on the world, technically they've started the third largest economy in the world overnight. So crazy if they let them do this, to be honest. I mean, that would be insane on every level. But yeah, after round one, what are the scores, Dion? Johannes?
For Metaverse Vagabond, 2 points. And for digital real estate, 1.
Yay! Did that come through loud and clear, everyone? Yeah. Woo.
Yes. Mhm.
There we go. There we go. Awesome. Right, so round 2. Bold as bullshill. So, Bagshillers Inc. are a new and totally not made up PR firm.
What is that game about, or are you going to explain it after the...
I was literally in the middle of explaining it as you asked me the question. No,
Sorry.
no worries, buddy. I know you like the rules. So, Bagshillers Inc. are a new and totally not made up PR firm who've managed to get themselves a few high-profile clients in the cryptocurrency space. The problem is they haven't really bothered to do their homework, and they haven't got the foggiest how cryptocurrency works. Nonetheless, they've gone and give it their old college try best and prepared some marketing statements for the clients they have. Now, all our teams have to do is tell me which coin, token, or project the bullshill is all about. Okay, so we're going to take this in turns with teams. So, digital real estate agents, you can go first, guys. Okay. So, Metaverse, you just sit back for 2 seconds for me. Let's have a little sip of me drink. You know the problem with Bitcoin? It's too bloody heavy, isn't it? You're walking around Anslow Market trying to get your veggies for tonight's supper. Roast lamb. Nice roast lamb. And your wallet's all dangling down, in your trousers all about, innit? It's dangling around with all that Bitcoin in there. So next thing you know, you're exposing yourself to the fishmonger. And then you're facing a ride down the nick. No one bloody wants that, do they? So we've only gone and bloody solved the problem for you, ladies and gents. Oh, yes. It's just like your Bitcoins, but with half the fat, half the calories, and twice the time saved down the cop shop. Thank you and good night. Right, so that was my terrible Cockney accent. And believe it or not, I was born in Hounslow, but I don't know where that accent went on the journey. So yeah, the question is...
That actually reminds me of Elon's dream of Bitcoin.
What's that?
10 times faster, 10 times whatever, and 10 times or 100 times.
Yeah, well, maybe not 10, 100, but I mean, it's essentially what someone did with Bitcoin a while back. So any guesses, guys? What coin was that we're talking about?
Is it a mainstream coin?
Yeah, big coin.
Maybe
Anyway.
Bitcoin Cash.
Ooh, it would be a good guess. Right, hold on.
I have another guess actually, but I already used my guess.
No,
No, guess many times wrong.
no, it's your team's one. So go on.
I don't know, maybe like.
So the main kind of clue in there was that the heaviness of Bitcoin.
Oh,
Litecoin.
Litecoin.
Hey, here we go.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Nicely done. Okie dokie. So, Vagabond, Metaverse Vagabonds, are you guys ready?
Yeah, sure. Don't give us.
Wait, just for the
Don't give us Dogecoin.
We won't give you Dogecoin, don't worry. Right, okay,
just
ready
for the
then?
fluorescent in the room. This isn't a real PR, right? You made it up.
No, it's not.
They are totally made up. I'll be honest with you, Noam. Bagshiller's Inc. are not a real company. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Okay,
Right,
okay.
this next accent, if you thought that accent or impression was bad...
Because Litecoin because I can't imagine Litecoin paying for PR. They are enough. So...
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know much about them, to be honest. I saw a meme once where it was, what's the difference between Litecoin and a rock? At least you can throw a rock through a window. Yeah, so I quite like that one. Don't know how harsh it was. Yeah, right. So for your team here, Metaverse. And this, right. I was pretty confident in my Cockney accent, but...
What's the Tonebridge accent? Tonebridge.
Ooh, I don't know actually. Kent's quite proper English, I believe. Going down that way, they're quite home counties.
I just warn you that if you use a too heavy accent, you would just have to repeat the whole thing after that with a little lighter accent.
Is that your way of telling me my voice is a bit crass? No. Right, this one's so anyway. So. Cryptocurrency it's nice, but all this decentralization stuff, it ain't for you, kid. It ain't for you. Why let thousands of anonymous strangers, who all have the same sort of goals and moral incentives and alignments as you, call the shots, when you can trust us and let us do the thinking for you? We got Bill Clinton, we got Snoop Doggity Dogg, and we got a bunch of bankers you might remember from the 2008 bank crash.
That's a ripple.
You'll join us. Straight away. Awesome, man. Not even any time to let it set in. Beautiful. So that was supposed to be Christopher Walken to start, but I think I kind of just went into something. But yeah, awesome. Yeah, great stuff, guys. You're both very good at that round. After round 2, Dion, then what are our scores?
For digital real estate, we have 2 points. For Metaverse Vagabond, we have 3.
Ooh, 3 points, plays 2.
3 people.
Yeah.
Next time you get
point for the dog.
Oh yeah, you got you get an extra point for the dog, Alex. There you go. An extra brownie points for me for making her smile. Especially with all that charcoal on your face.
Oh, damn it.
Usually so glamorous. Now you look like a coal miner. Yes. Right. So our next round, round 3. Cypherpunk or Daft Punk. Okay. So, while we have a good old chuckle here on this show, I don't want you guys thinking we're a bunch of grumpy bears. Far from it, in fact. You know, everyone on this show, we fucking love cryptocurrency. So, our next game is inspired by the draft release of the Freeton White Paper, which is penned by our very good friend and giga genius, Mitya Gorachevsky. And full disclaimer, I'm balls deep in Freeton, as are a lot of my friends and people involved in this show. So... anyway, this quote in particular from the
out of the closet.
Sorry?
Finally, the podcast got out of the closet.
Well, anyone who looks at my Twitter would know. Obviously, Freeton is my day job. Never mind the shitcoins by night. It's sort of like a Batman thing, but with way less coolness. But yeah, so the inspiration for this particular round was a quote by, like I say, giga genius Mitya, which really resonated with me and brought a big old anarchist tear of joy to my heart. It says, as human beings following the laws of history, any and every time we have a technical ability to end compromise, we must. And I like that, you know. So this round, like I say, cypherpunk or Daft Punk is all about celebrating the inventions and geniuses who sort of changed the world. And just to make it interesting, we're going to compare them against people who, well, weren't quite so successful in their ventures. So, in short, I've got 2 names for you. All you need to do is tell me which ones was the cypherpunk, whose invention went on to change the world, and which one was the Daft Punk, and, you know, they probably should have just changed their goals, really, at some point. Okay, so for an example, if you're not following along, if I said to you Satoshi Nakamoto and Justin Sun, well, you don't need to answer that one, okay? All right, are we ready? So no teams, just shout out the answer. Oh, in fact, no, that doesn't work.
What?
Oh, I didn't decide which way round to do the teams for this round. Should I just pick on them one at a time?
Yeah.
Do you think? All right, so I'm going to pick on you one at a time because I got 4 of these. Okay, so go on, Nina, you can go first. Okay, so we've got John Logie Baird and Fred Kroll. Okay, so which one was the cypherpunk, the genius inventor, and which one was the Daft Punk? So they invented something, but it wasn't really quite so impressive.
George.
George?
Is it George?
No, sorry, you had
I
John
think
Logie Baird or
sorry.
Fred Kroll. Which
Fred.
one's which? Okay, so Fred's the genius, the cypherpunk, and John is, well, have we got a drum roll sound effect? Yes, we do. Ready? Unfortunately, not Nina. No, John Logie Baird was the inventor of the television, kind of as we know it. And Fred Kroll was the inventor of Hungry Hungry Hippos, which no, I'm sure you might be familiar with.
What's wrong with Hungry Hippos?
I think Ron talked about it, and then I think it's actually in the promo of this show. I think.
Yeah, it was. I used the sound bites. It blew my mind. You'd never heard of Hungry Hippos. I thought it was a very well-known thing.
No,
Right, go on then. Nikita, this one's for you, buddy. So we've got, this one's easy as well, to be honest. I'm cutting you a break here. Tim Berners-Lee or Ken Kakuta? So which one's the cypherpunk and which one's the Daft Punk?
All I know that Tim Berners-Lee is inventor of the World Wide Web, so I don't have to know the second guy.
Yay! Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Yeah, Tim Berners-Lee, famously kind of dubbed father of the modern internet, and Ken Kakuta, this one's so random, invented, they're called wacky wall whackers. So they're like these tiny little sticky toys you get, and if you throw them at the wall, they stick, and then they sort of slap down the wall going...
My kids actually like that one.
Yeah, I love the thing.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome.
It's actually much better than World Wide Web.
You're thinking Web3 thing? No, I'm here, or what are you thinking here? Web3.
You throw a World Wide Web on the wall and have it jump.
Yeah, we should all communicate using wacky wall whackers. We'll just throw them at walls and wait for emails to get to each other.
Didn't we have 2 on the wall there for like 6 months?
Yeah, we had one which wasn't
We
so
had like a
wacky. It was just a wall sticker.
No, there's little men.
Yeah, that's
Like
all.
a race on who's went to the bottom first.
Yeah, big kids. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. So, Noam, we'll give you this one, buddy. Okay.
I think you should get a coin for the next joke.
You should get a coin for the next joke.
Yeah, to flip it.
Do a 50-50.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, again, these aren't too hard. I don't think. Okay, so you've got Johannes Guttenberg, okay, and Eric Sykes. Although, full disclaimer, one of them didn't technically invent their thing. They just kind of tried to repopularize it for fun.
I would go with Johannes Guttenberg.
Yay! Ding, 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 ding.
Dude.
Johannes Guttenberg was the inventor of the printing press. And Eric Sykes is a comedian who, like I say, didn't technically invent this thing, but he did repopularize it. It's called the mass shaving machine. A machine from the 1800s which would shave 12 men's faces at the same time with cutthroat razors. And you can see the obvious problems with this. It didn't account for differently shaped faces, or differently sized faces. So.
They became the same shape faces afterwards.
Like Charlie Chaplin.
It's a bit inspiration for that. What was that bad Nicolas Cage movie? Face Off.
Yeah, with John Travolta.
Yeah, 12 John Travoltas sat there after. Love it.
It actually reminds me of Charlie Chaplin's That Spitting Machine.
Well, which one's that?
He had in one of his movies a machine where you feed your workers so that they don't have such a long lunch break. I mean, really?
I might have to search this out.
It didn't always put the food right in the hole and some other stuff. You should really watch it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know Dion loves the old-fashioned movies. Does quite a few kind of Laurel and Hardy and things like that. I think my favourite Charlie Chaplin fact ever was, though, and it's quite a well-known one, but if you don't know it, it's brilliant. Charlie Chaplin once entered a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest and came fourth. True story, bless him. Right, so fourth and final one for you, Alex, and this is for you, buddy. Two names are Alan Sugar and Alan Turing. Ooh.
I would go for Alan Turing.
Alan Turing, of course, it's Alan Turing. I know it's. Here we go. I'm too slow with the soundboard. Yay! Yes, of course, Alan Turing. How else could you describe him? You know, inventor of the Enigma machine, father of modern computing, loads of ways. And...
He didn't invent the Enigma machine. He broke it.
Oh, sorry, yes. I'm talking too quick. He didn't invent the Enigma machine.
Did you
yes,
British,
he cracked it.
Did you British forget which side you were on the war?
History was always my worst subject.
What about the sugar guy? What did he kind of...
Well, Alan Sugar is a bit of a famous... so he's kind of like the British version of Donald Trump before he became president. So he did like, what's it called now? The Apprentice. That's the show. But yeah, my favourite invention of his was something called the Amstrad emailer. So it came out in around about 2005, and it was a home phone which allowed the user to also send an email via a very awkward touchscreen thing, tiny little touchscrreen, at a cost of 50 pence per email. And it would cost you to receive them as well. So, yeah, in 2005, huge, flying off the shelves. No, they weren't. They really weren't. Yeah, but I think, what was that? Another clean sweep on the points.
No, right. Nina.
Oh, sorry, Nina. But yeah, what are the scores then?
For Metaverse Vagabond, we have 5. And for digital real estate, we have 3.
Hey! And just trying to do the dual hosting thing. Over on YouTube, we have a couple of comments. We've got Guybrush Woodbark, who says, "That's a great Sean Connery accent." And Zion Bagua, who says, "Go Nina." Yay! So, right. Are we all ready for round 4? Noam, are you going to sort of shrink off and leave Alex to do the dirtiness himself? It has tamed down a little bit this week, to be fair. So it's up to you if you just want to hang around.
I hope it's not the same thing that you did to me last time, where I had to, pretend that I don't know the word, and Dion knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Maybe.
Triangle thing, kind of.
Wait, what happened?
I was just trying to be very, trying to pretend.
I loved it, to be fair, buddy. We were at a wedding the weekend, and I told all my friends about this incident. And so all day we were going around whispering in her ear at inappropriate moments, "Triangle," just to make her laugh. Yeah, brilliant. Almost my favourite moment of the show so far, I think, buddy.
But
yes, so for those of you who aren't familiar...
if it's really not that innuendo this time, I could, I guess, stay, and the worst case, I would just leave with the half and leave Alexander to handle that.
Well, what I've done, I've kind of rejigged the way it works again. Like I say, Series 1 is all about trial and error. We're testing a load of things. We'll see what actually works before Series 2, is maybe watchable. Sorry, I'm so self-deprecating sometimes, aren't I? But yeah, so instead of picking on the teams one at a time for this one, we're going to go back to the anarchy of you all just shouting sex words at me at the same time, apparently. But it's going to be 1 point for each half of the answer, okay? And I'm going to give you a whopping 3 points if you can give me the entire pun in one clean sweep. And Nikita, you look really confused. Don't worry, I'm going to do the actual intro in a minute, buddy.
I'm just trying to concentrate, all my brain power.
Right, well, I mean, Utsav, editor of Hacker Noon, he tore this round apart last week, but it went to show he has a very dirty mind. So that's the kind of round we finish on here. So, introduction. Crypto innuendo. It's dirty and depraved, but we like it. 2 questions, 1 answer. One question will give something about crypto or blockchain. The other gives something a little bit naughty. Just jam the 2 answers together and it'll make a satisfying pun. Okay? And that's your 3-point answer. So no teams this time, like I say, just shout out. As you know, if you get half a point, it's 1 point. It's a free for all, this one. Okay, and we've got a few of them ready, and we'll go for as long as we need to. But yeah, we've got about 15 minutes left. We're doing good for time tonight, guys. I like you guests. You're very punctual. Awesome. All right, so are we ready, guys? Oh, sorry, I didn't give an example. What was the best one from? Okay, so yeah, our example from last week, which, like I say, Utsav got in a heartbeat, was... I can't remember the exact wording, but it was getting in the way of someone's opportunity, particularly a man's opportunity, at getting a little bit of, sexy time, and a database of transactions or information usually sealed together with cryptography. Yeah, Nina's on it. So the full one was cock blockchain. Hey. Yeah, so cock block when you sort of ruin your friend's chances in a bar or whatever, and blockchain, nice and easy. Jam them together. There's an overlap with the answers. That makes sense? Right, question 1 for you then. So we've got the inventor of Ethereum and the name for a sore bum, which is derived from the Johnny Cash song of the same name.
Well, the inventor is obviously Vitalik Buterin. I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Yeah. And the name for a sore bottom, it's also a Johnny Cash song, most famous Johnny Cash song, and that's where the name comes from.
That's not my field of expertise.
No Johnny Cash fans in the house. No, good old Johnny Cash.
Well, Bitcoin Cash, but Johnny Cash. Two fans here. Come on.
No, Johnny Cash. He was the old country singer, and the song he made was "A Ring of Fire." So you can see why people kind of use that one as or if you've got a sore bottom, usually after eating too much curry here in Britain. The punchline was Vitalik Buterin of Fire. Hey!
Okay.
1 point to Noam there. He got half the answer. All right, next one. So the full term for FOMO, and when someone tells their wider friends and family that they are part of the LGBTQ community, they're said to be coming
out of the closet.
Yeah. So that's the
with
second
FOMO
part.
Is,
So
what was
FOMO,
the definition?
what's FOMO stand for?
Well, fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
So put them together.
Fear of coming out.
Fear of missing out of the closet.
Well,
There we go.
Nina got the most difficult part, of course.
Yeah, well, they're a little bit tricky, but no, nice time.
Share the points.
Yeah, I think sharing the points is the only. Yeah, well, okay. I give up on trying to keep track of the points. It's hard enough reading words. So, right, the onomatopoeic word for when a man masturbates or touches himself, and and the sum of your total crypto and other asset holdings. Okay, so this word onomatopoeic means word that sounds like the word, that sounds like what it is. So what's another word for a man sort of the sound it makes?
Well, we know the word, but you know what?
Yeah, it's just a short, simple one. Three minutes. It's nothing too crass.
Kind of, is it jerk something or what is it?
Ooh, close,
Wank
but
something.
wank. No, not quite. You're on the long lines. Think more, you know, kind of young person's vernacular nowadays. Well, it begins with an F.
Beating the meat.
Beating. Oh, I like that one. Fapping. Yes, fap.
Who said that?
Oh,
Yeah, Nikita
okay.
for fap. And so the second part of the question, the sum total of your crypto and other asset holdings. You usually use an app or something for this nowadays.
Store?
You what? Sorry.
No, it's not store.
Store? No.
There is.
Fab store.
I know how to say it in Hebrew, but
That's a whole different thing.
Pep store. Pep wallet?
No. So if you hold, you know, assets or like real estate or anything, you would say you have an investment.
Portfolio.
Yeah. So put it together.
portfolio, yeah.
Portfolio.
Yeah, it's a hard one to say that. To be fair.
Portfolio.
Faportfolio. However you say it. Right.
I think Nikita got that one right.
I think so. Fair and square there,
Yeah.
buddy.
With fap stores.
Yeah, with FAP stores. Yeah, that would have actually been better, to be fair. FAP stores, yeah. Right, so 2 more of these for you guys. The overly explicit, which is rich coming from me, I know, but the overly explicit name of the massive Cardi B hit song, which came out last year, I think, and the world's saltiest gold hoarding Bitcoin troll. So I picked on this.
WAP?
Sorry?
Is it WAP?
WAP, yeah.
Got one.
And I picked on this person a lot last week. Name begins with a P. He loves his gold, hates Bitcoin.
P.
Peter Schiff.
Yeah. So stick it together.
Good one.
Put them together, and what have we got? It's hard to... Wapita Schiff.
What Peter Schiff?
Right?
Hey,
I thought
totally
WAP
worth it.
would go at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I mean, I'm a bit of a... Nice. Anyway, so final one. The largest known stablecoin by market cap. And when a man gets overly excited, he gets an...
Tether.
Nina.
Straight in there.
Nina, boom. Yeah, you were so close then, Alex. But yeah, Nina, tetherection. Yeah.
I tried to combine tether with boner. I just
Tether boner. You're along the right lines, buddy. Yay! There we go. Awesome. And that's really good time, guys. That's
Alex
brilliant.
trying to get the tether.
Smooth. Right. After all 4 rounds, then let's have a drum roll.
Metaverse Vagabond have 8 points. Digital Real Estate have 10.
10. Woo! Digital real estate for the win.
You know, and we
dirty
were kind of
bastards.
we perform well when it's about decent subjects, and you know,
Okay, yeah.
you know.
gets dirty a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like it was 3 points an answer in the last one, so the dice were kind of loaded against you guys. But
Resurrection is certainly worth 3 points. For sure.
hell yes, yeah, that was well won it. Brilliant, star of the show, Nina. Right, yeah. I mean, thank you ever so much for turning up, guys. It's again, it's a little bit warm here in the UK. If you can start to see the shine on my head, but yeah, fantastic. And thank you very much to our guests. We've had Alexander Filatov, Noam Y, Nikita I, and Nina Peshkoa, our fabulous scorekeeper Dion Amy Edwards, and I've been Dion Amy Edwards. No, I haven't.
And you forgot Ben, one more participant.
Hey, and one more participant. And star of the
His name
show.
again?
Hey.
Hey.
Oh,
Now,
so
our
cute.
new show
Name again?
mascot. Bit
What's
louder,
his
Noah.
name again?
What's his name again?
Zena.
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 Like, you know, there was this goddess of war.
There
Yes.
was also a
Xena.
terrible TV show here in the UK called Xena, Warrior Princess.
Yeah,
Was,
it's actually a cool one. I liked it very much when I was when I was in school. I mean, one of my favorite
when you
shows.
used to get a lot of tetherections.
Yeah, something like that. I still do. I'm not that old.
Right, I'm off to go get Diana's Xena Warrior Princess costume,
Yes,
and you
right.
guys.
Thanks, everybody.
And you guys have a
Bye.
great
Thank you.
evening. Thank you once again, and thank you to everyone on YouTube. And yeah, bye guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Right. Please hit record this week. There we go. Yes, we fucking did. Win. Woo. Again, stream.
And when
Guybrush
is
says
How was
you're
that
When
for
is
you
this
at the end,
IC?
buddy?
skipping.
just wondering when